The two ex-boys of Manchester United that have been both coached by Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, that is Fred and Amrabat, have something to say about this fixture of Manchester United versus the side of Fenerbahce that's going to be played hours from now. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun. And let's continue to subscribe to this channel to see to it that we get in the best of the best as far as subscription is really concerned, because we need close to how many subscribers? Is it 300 to hit 20,000 subscribers? And let's obviously go ahead and obviously chase that milestone into the mix. Now, United is taking on Fenerbahce, and this is what Amrabat had to say. Amrabat said, I have a special relationship with Erik ten Hag. He wanted to keep me this summer, so I wish him the best, but known for Thursday. I hope they lose. The reasons for my departure, the only thing I want to say is that you have to ask Mr. Wilcox. So that is it, what he really had to say, that Erik ten Hag really wanted to keep this guy, and looks like Wilcox was the reason as to why Amrabat really went ahead not obviously to sign for the club of Manchester United. But I believe that the club of Manchester United never really had the money. We knew to it that we needed two midfielders even when Scott McTominay was not leaving. But the moment Scott McTominay left, we obviously had no option, because the financial fair play couldn't obviously give United a very good go to obviously go ahead and obviously bring in Amrabat. And he's like, I want to say what I want to say. The only thing I want to say is that you have to ask Mr. Wilcox. So I don't know what Wilcox did to obviously not see this deal coming through. Whether he really blocked it, I don't know. But you see to it that as I told you, the reason as to why I wanted Amrabat to be at Manchester United this season, that he had gone ahead obviously know the style of play, the patterns for the club of Manchester United, meaning that he would have gone ahead obviously be one of those midfielders that Erik ten Hag would have gone ahead to use hugely into the games that we really would have gone ahead to be winning, you know. And we've suffered in that midfield, because when you look at a player like Ugarte, even though he's here, he hasn't gone ahead obviously fit into the team like a glove. So if we brought in Ugarte and Amrabat, I think it would have gone to act better to obviously allow Ugarte to obviously grow well into that team. But Ugarte is really being rushed onto the pitch because we are really lacking of options into that midfield. But he's like, he wishes Erik ten Hag all the best, but today he wants United to lose. And I believe if we really have some good defensive discipline, Fenerbahce is really going to be beaten by the club of Manchester United. But all in all, he's on loan. You never know whether United will go in for him. But today's performance is really going to be huge. And I've told you, my worry is that you're really having two players that are really very mobile in that mid. That is Fred and Amrabat, and they really travel huge distances. So we are waiting to see how the manager is really going to be using that team. Then Fred obviously had something to say. After the UEFA Europa League draw, I messaged Bruno Fernandes saying, we will kill you. And he too responded that, no, we will kill you. But then my friend got a red card against FC Porto, so he won't play with us. They are not in the best moment, but I support them. So he's like, I'm missing Bruno Fernandes because I wanted to obviously face him. And it looks like they really had a very good bond amongst themselves, because we've seen it on several occasions that Fred and Bruno Fernandes have come up and obviously put in the required shift altogether. So as it stands, Fred is really one of those people that has gone ahead to obviously miss Bruno Fernandes, and was talking to Mail Sport. He added and said, I'm upset when they don't get good results or don't play well. But against us, it's different. On Thursday, they can't play well. So he's like, they can't play well against us, and we're really going to be putting in a shift to obviously beat Manchester United. So that's how Fred and Amrabat have gone ahead obviously send a warning to the club of Manchester United ahead of this encounter as United takes on the side of Fenerbahce. Now, Ten Hag has something to say. Ten Hag has something to say about this. You get? Has something to say about it, and they said Fenerbahce are a very good team with a lot of good players. We know some of them. Fred, who spent a lot of time at Manchester United, is very experienced. We won the Carabao Cup with him. With Sofian Amrabat, we won the FA Cup with him. He's also very experienced, a very good World Cup, you know. So the manager is like, I know these players in and out, and they're really going to be doing the needful. And the other player that we haven't talked about a lot is Dusan Tadic, who was the captain of Erik Ten Hag at Ajax. Ten Hag said, Dusan Tadic, I have a long history with him at Ajax. I won a lot of trophies with him. They have so many good players, experienced players, and an unexperienced coach. We will not underestimate them. We will not overestimate them. So the manager is like, no reason to obviously not go ahead and obviously attack. Sorry, not to underestimate or overestimate them. So looks like he's really gonna treat them with the required attack and required formula to obviously see to it that he gets in the required points altogether. And how many points do we want? We want 3 points into the bag of Manchester United. And as we travel from Turkey today to Manchester, we must be having those 3 points, because if you want to build a very huge momentum around Manchester United, this is what you're supposed to go. We had gone on a winning run of 2 games consecutively. When one, we are playing against we are playing against we are playing against Southampton 3-0. Midweek we had to beat a team called Barnsley 7-0, and I think we had to play, was it Liverpool, right? Liverpool at Old Trafford, and they went ahead, obviously beat us. So it is really very bad to note that that game of football went ahead to end that way. But Ten Hag really has some good history with his players, and Dusan Tadic is another one that he really went ahead, obviously managed at Ajax, and a lot really went ahead to happen into the mix. So he also added and said, we have to play our game. We like to play in these environments. We are always eager to play against good teams, because that is what you become. That's what you become a professional. That's why you become a football. That's why you become a professional footballer for. So that is the man himself, known as Erik Ten Hag, and is really doing the needful and really putting in the required shift altogether to see that everything really moves on as planned. So Erik Ten Hag has also gone ahead, obviously respect them, but it's like, these are moments that I really love. And there is a story of Erik Ten Hag that he really went ahead, obviously talk about, and he was like, I like these moments. That's what he said, and I really want to really conclude this video with it, because it's meant to be a 10-minute video, and I don't want it to exceed it, as I prepare to obviously come in with what we call the confirmed team news for Manchester United, as we take on the side of Fenerbahce. I want to look at that. Ten Hag had something to say. All right, I've got it. And he said it after the game of Brentford, and he was asked about facing Jose Mourinho and Fenerbahce. He said, it's a big game for both of us. He's a winner. He's won so many trophies. I think he's an example for many managers, so I really enjoy to play against them. And these are moments where Erik Ten Hag really operates at full wavelength. You remember when you're playing against Xavi, against Barcelona, he really went ahead, obviously, beat Barcelona at Old Trafford, and he knocked them out. And remember, we really went ahead, obviously, get a lead in Barcelona. They equalized, they took a lead and went ahead, obviously, find ourselves in a position of obviously getting an equalizer into the mix. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rock and David is my name. Hope everything is fine. I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Amrabat and Fred ready to tussle it out with Manchester United in Fenerbahce. I told you that Fenerbahce has better quality than a team called FC Porto, and all I think we should do is we should just be clinical. If we are clinical and we defend very well, I tell you, 3 points will be in the bag of Manchester United and will return to prepare for West Ham in high gear. Thank you guys for watching through. I'm out. Bye-bye.